Hello everybody and welcome back to Factory Town. As always, I am Dor, and today we're going to go ahead and start level 4. So we can go ahead and check out the goals here. So we need to go ahead and hit a tech level of 6. We need to go ahead and make 100 antidotes, 100 health potions, and 50 elixirs. Let's see what the tech level needs. We need 40 metal rails, 40 iron wheels, 50 more antidotes, and 50 metal conveyors. This seems like it's going to be a really simple level, unless these are kind of awkward to make. Although it doesn't tell us how we make those. Do we need a certain building? We need the apothecary. Okay, so let me go ahead and open up our building menu and see if we have that stuff unlocked yet, or do we need to go ahead and research it? That might take us a second to go ahead and get all the research points ready to go. It looks like we do indeed need to research it. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and need the nature research points again to go ahead and get this thing. That's going to unlock the apothecary for us, and then we can go ahead and see what we need to then start making the little antidotes and stuff. So what I think I'm going to go ahead and do is kind of delete some of these houses to get things going here, because I want to rearrange the stuff here. We can go ahead and put a farm here or a forestry here to go ahead and harvest up the apples. So what we'll go ahead and do is just delete all the houses. I don't think any of these are ranked up just yet. The game is just now starting, so none of these should have any XP. This one has a little bit of XP, so we're going to lose a little bit there, but that's kind of fine. I think we'll go ahead and clear that one as well. And I think we're also going to delete the market for right now. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's see, what do we want to do? Let's go ahead and place the market back next to this building. Since the map is kind of a different layout, we might be able to go ahead and have the market right next to this. We're going to try to have a 2-space gap. We might want to try for a 3-space gap. Yeah, maybe we'll do a 3-space gap, and then on this side we'll place down the one that we send like the planks and stuff to. So let me go ahead and place down some flooring so that we can go ahead and place this thing here. So that should work, and then we can go ahead and place the market back down right here, and it's still not letting me place it there. Oh, because of this thing is here. Okay, so let me clear that, and then we should be able to go ahead and replace it with these, and now we should be able to place this here. Cannot bring... oh, we can't afford it because we don't have enough planks. Oops. Okay, there we go. And do we want to leave it up one level, or do we want to drop it down, actually? I kind of want to drop it down just so it's level with this building. So let me do that really quick. I should have probably checked that before I placed it down there. There we go. Okay, so now that's going to be the market. For right now, we can have our people that are already doing it manually just continue doing it manually for a little while longer. And then as we get the material to go ahead and swap everything over to the automated versions, we'll go ahead and do that as well. But let me go ahead and clear up some of these pathways and stuff. And I think we're going to go ahead and start placing down houses as well. So I think we're going to place some houses over here. Let me go ahead and click on this so we see the radius of it. It's a pretty decent sized thing. Okay, so then if we place the other one here, we should have decent coverage right here, and then maybe up here as well, just so that we have them both feeding the houses, so we're not missing out on stuff. So actually we're going to go ahead and automate it right now, because if we place a forester right here, it covers the apples and it gives us a little bit of the trees as well. So that way we can go ahead and have this thing automatically just grabbing up the apples and the wood for us right off the bat here. So then we have that stuff being automated. We can go ahead and fire this guy and the lumber guy so that they're not doing anything anymore. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and delete the market again. I'm going to go ahead and squeeze it right next to the building. We're going to leave a 1-space gap. We might come to regret that, but I think that'll go ahead and kind of be a little bit better for us. I'm also going to go ahead and clear this out just a little bit, and we can go ahead and place the other market right there. We actually can't. We need some more stone. But now we should be able to go ahead and place down some more houses to go ahead and start generating some more people. So for right now, I think we're going to go ahead and run a pathway this way just for a second, and we're going to have it kind of go right against the apples because there's not going to be anything else going there. And we can go ahead and start placing down houses here. So then when we go ahead and start placing down the wells and stuff, we can go ahead and just have a bunch of houses in a line so that we don't have a whole bunch of water lines being ran everywhere. That was my bad. I thought we didn't have any more material to place down houses. I didn't realize I was kind of overlapping it. That's why it wouldn't let me place it down. But I went ahead and placed down a bunch of the houses here. We're going to go ahead and start deleting these ones just so that they're not here anymore, just to kind of keep everything kind of situated over there. So let's clear that house and this house. And what we'll end up doing is running the wells right here down this middle line. I went ahead and left a space in between the houses, and we can place a couple of wells there to go ahead and supply the houses with water, although I don't think we have enough stuff to make a well just yet. Yeah, we're going to need 25 stone, and we currently only have 16, so eventually we'll go ahead and get enough of that to go ahead and start supplying these houses with water. as well as the food that we're kind of giving it. Oh, we need this guy actually taking the food back to the market because I didn't reset that line. But now we should have things rolling. We also have a train over here bringing stuff, which I don't know what it's bringing. It's bringing coal and it's bringing lumber. Okay, so we have that coming from out here, which we really don't need the lumber anymore because, I mean, we have the little forestry thing set up over by spawn now. We have a trading post. We also have some more rails that go back into the desert here. Do these lead anywhere? We have a trading post out here. Oh, so do we need to trade to a specific trading post on this map? It looks like it. This one wants the elixir. The one on the beach wants the health stuff. And then the other one on the far right of the map wants the antidote. Was that all of the things that we needed to make? It is indeed. Okay, so we do need to run the train stuff on this map. We're not just going to be able to complete it like we normally would. Okay, so that's kind of cool that it's kind of changing it up a little bit. We also have another one right below our base. So if we give it a cooked fish, it'll give us 6 animal feed, 3 grain, it'll give us coal, stone brick for a book, or 2 apple juices for 1 piece of metal. Okay, so that's kind of cool. I don't know if we're going to actually use this one, to be honest, because I don't really see the point. We can just set up the little farms and stuff to start producing those items. But let's go ahead and start setting up the rest of the stuff that we need. So this guy's going to be producing the wood for right now, and that means we can go ahead and have it going into a lumber mill. That'll go ahead and produce the planks and stuff that we need. So let's go ahead and set it to make planks. Let's set it to make a few of the fluid pipes, and we will go ahead and also have it start producing the paper as well. We can't do conveyor belts right now, I don't think. I think we need to research that again. Let me just check. Yeah, we need to research all that again, but we can go ahead and do the chute again, and that should automatically just funnel it into the building. So let's do that. And then, oops, it's going the wrong way. I don't know why it keeps doing that. There we go. We got the lumber rolling again, and we should be producing planks, and we should be producing the fluid pipes, which we are doing both of right now, so that's fine. So if we go ahead and plop a well down, where's the wells at? Here we go. We need the well from here. We can actually place a few of them right in between the houses, so we can go ahead and start supplying the houses as well as the thing over here. So we'll just go ahead and run a few of them down. We got 2 down. We can't place any more. Do we have any of those pipes in our inventory? I don't know if it's going to count from the building. It's not going to count from the building. Okay, so let me go ahead and run a couple of those to the building here. So let's have one of these guys grabbing the planks and taking them to the building. Let's have this guy grabbing the pipes and taking them to the building. So that way we're able to go ahead and run the water lines here in a minute. So all the houses and this building are connected with water now. We can go ahead and place down the other building that we need over here. So the general store can go here. And we're also going to go ahead and need the school again so we can go ahead and start generating science points. So I'm going to place that right behind the main building. And that'll kind of make us not be able to place down any more houses. We can place down 1 more house on the left, it looks like. And maybe get away with placing one on the right as well. So if we open this thing up, yeah, we'll go ahead and be able to place 1 more house here. Maybe not so much there because it's kind of right out of the zone. So I don't know if it's going to count the same. So I think that's all the houses we're going to place right there for right now. That should be fine. Let me go ahead and take 2 more of these guys and have them taking the paper right to the school for right now. That'll go ahead and start generating some basic little points of science at the moment. And let's see, we're going to go ahead and automate some more stuff here just so we can go ahead and start cramming stuff down and leveling up a bit quicker. So we need more food items, and right now we can go ahead and start making the grain. Or actually, no, we're not even bringing the grain over, so we can go ahead and do that if we wanted to. Let's also do the potatoes. Do we need to cook the potatoes before we can feed them to the town? It doesn't look like it. So we can place down a farm over here, and what I want to go ahead and do once we get to the point where we have just a ton of gold again, I'm going to go ahead and just place down farms and just plant the crops in the little radius of the farm, whether we have crops there or not, so we can kind of make a line of stuff feeding the town here. So we're probably going to go ahead and do that up here just to kind of have it go right to the building on a conveyor belt or something. So let's go ahead and start with the little wheat field that's up here. And if we go ahead and place a food thing, we need a farm. There we go. We can go ahead and place it so that we hopefully hit all of the grain that's here. And then we can go ahead and plant even more grain to go ahead and fill in the area. But if we go ahead and have it like right on the coast, which is going to cut most of our plantable area in half, we then don't need to go ahead and connect this thing with water, although it's not too difficult to do. So I'm not going to bother doing that. I'm going to go ahead and plant this thing right about here. We're going to eat up 9 of the grain that's already there, so it's not going to be great, but it's not going to be the worst thing we can do. So now we have this guy generating the grain. We can have this guy taking the grain from here and just dropping it off there for right now. Let's go ahead and spawn another guy in, and we can have this guy dropping the grain itself off in that building. So now we have the grain and we have the flour being produced again. Let me place another guy down to do the grain to this building as well, because I think we need 3. Yeah, we need 3 of these to go ahead and generate 1 flour, and right now the guy's not really able to keep up with it all that much. And let's see, that's going to be 2 out of the 3 items, or 2 out of the 4 items. It should be 3 out of the 4 items, because now we should have grain coming eventually. We can go ahead and set up the potatoes, because we have potatoes right here. Is there any other food items up on top of us other than that grain? It doesn't look like it. Okay, so let's go ahead and do the potatoes as well. We'll go ahead and throw a farm on that as well. And right now I don't really mind where this goes, because I'm not planning on keeping this farm here, because we're just going to end up deleting it anyways. So let's go ahead and plop down 2 more people, and we'll have them take those potatoes and drop them off in the store. And now we should have 4 out of the 4 food items eventually. I think we just need more of these guys coming in to go ahead and meet the demand of all the houses. So how do we do that right now? We need the science points, right, to go ahead and get conveyors again, I believe is what this is going to be the holdup on. Oh, actually, no, we can start crafting conveyor belts, right? We should be able to go ahead and craft the conveyor belts right now, actually. We just don't have the building down. So let's go ahead and do that. I think it's the lumber mill. No, this is the lumber mill, right? We need the workshop. So let's place that over here across the street from the lumber mill, because we're going to have to feed it lumber anyways. And let's see. Let's start producing some wooden wheels. Let's start producing some of the conveyor belts as well. And that's all we're going to make in this building for right now. So let's go ahead and plop down 1 of these guys and then 1 of these guys. And we should be able to go ahead and plop a conveyor belt on top, or a chute on top. Then we need to go ahead and put a grabber up here to feed it the lumber. Or actually, no, we need the lumber, that's right, but we also need the planks coming into the building as well. So we have 2 of the people bringing planks over to the building. So we can change that from the main building over to the secondary building, so that way we have it splitting kind of. And let's see, let's go ahead and throw 2 more employees on this building. We're going to have them grabbing the wheels, and we're going to have them grabbing the conveyor belts and dropping them off over there. And that should be good. I think that might be all we need to go ahead and do. So we need to go ahead and start generating stone, because we only had 1 little pile of it behind the school, and we don't have any more like ground level that we can go ahead and just start mining. So we either need to go ahead and start mining the stone that's on top of this hill, or we need to go ahead and start mining the stone on top of this hill, which I think we're going to go with the one on the left, just so we can go ahead and run a chute to it, because we already have stairs almost to the level of the stone anyways. It kind of cuts down on build time. So we can go ahead and just place down some stairs up to the building here, which we need to go ahead and do that here. Where are the stairs that we have? Here we go. We just need to go ahead and walk our way to the top of this thing, and then we should be good. Something like that should work, I think. And then we can connect that in, and then just run a little pathway over to here. And now our workers should be able to go ahead and get to that, and then we're going to run a chute all the way back. So we need this thing to connect to the building. So let me go ahead and build a little thing like this. Oops, that's not where I wanted that. Let's go there. And then we are going to go ahead and go up all the way back this way with it. And from the top of the hill here, we're just going to have it drooping down like this and turning to the right. Should work, I think. So from here, if we can get it to connect to this, and we actually want this to keep its height a little bit longer. So right there should be fine. Is that level with the water? That is level with the water. We don't want it like that. So hopefully this works. We have it going down and then straight across to the building. I don't know if we need more slopes. I don't know if that's going to have enough speed to get to the building or not, but we can go ahead and see if that's going to work by having these guys go ahead and start mining and dropping off on the chute. And when they drop off, we should be able to go ahead and keep an eye on that, and it's gonna go hopefully all the way there. It is indeed. Sweet. All right, so that's gonna go ahead and kind of automate our stone to go ahead and get things going again. I wanted to go ahead and place down some more of the wells, and I wasn't able to do that. So now in a minute here, we can go ahead and place down a few more. I have the farm connected with water, so we have the grain growing a little bit quicker. We also have all of the houses now. We have 14 out of the 18 down, so that's kind of nice. We also should have enough points to go ahead and research some stuff here. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the kitchen, because the kitchen's gonna allow us to go ahead and start making other food items, so that way we can go ahead and meet the basic food requirements for these guys. So we're probably gonna go ahead and start making fish. I guess if we have fish anywhere near us, we can go ahead and start harvesting. We do have some fish right here in the pond, which I think we should be able to go ahead and get to with one of these guys. I'm not sure if that's gonna work. Can we do that? We can indeed. Okay, cool. So let me just place down a crate then that this can go ahead and drop off into, so that another employee can grab it and drop it off at the store. So we'll go ahead and plop that right here, and then we can have this guy grabbing the fish and dropping it off there. We need another employee grabbing that fish and dropping it off in there. And we're also going to go ahead and increase the amount of workers in this building to 5. I think 5's the max. No, it's not the max. We're going to do 5 for right now. We might want to bump that up a little bit more. We're going to bump this up to 2 people for right now, and then we are going to try and run a chute from this building to this building. I think we should be able to do it because the stuff coming out of this building should be a ball. So I think we should be good doing this. I'm just going to run it all the way over like that, and then to the side, and then we should be able to go ahead and just do this and have a chute going all the way over to the building like so. Actually, we need this thing deleted for a second, and then we need one going sideways like that into the building, and that should automatically connect into it. It didn't, oops, it didn't put the thing here. There we go. Now we should have the grain going automatically in, which we do. So this is going to increase the speed at which the flour is produced. And I think we can also just run a chute from this building into the... Oh, actually, no, we probably can't run a chute from this building, can we? Oh, we can run a chute with the flour. Since we can go ahead and run a chute from here, I'm going to go ahead and do that as well. Let me rearrange some of these workers because we don't have enough planks to do it right now anyways. But we have enough food coming through the line now to hopefully kind of meet the demand of some of this stuff. Can this guy not drop off his fish? He can't drop off his fish. Okay, let me have you go there. Let me try and fix this. Oh, he couldn't drop it off because he couldn't get to it because this guy was blocking his angle. Okay, let me just go ahead and do this then, just to get it out of the way. Well, that's too high. Never mind. Let me fix that. There we go. That should fix the worker blocking the little raft ever again. That shouldn't happen anymore, so we should be good there. I need to go ahead and see what's happening with all of our planks here. How are we not having planks come out of this thing like crazy? We have planks being produced there. We also have planks being produced here as well. Let me throw another couple workers here as well to bring the planks out of here. And I also have this guy producing coal. Where's this guy putting the coal? Is he not dropping it off anywhere? I don't... Oh, you know what? He's probably using the coal to run the little locomotive. Okay, that's what that's getting used for. So now we should be able to go ahead and run the line over to this, and we should have enough planks. We don't have enough planks still. Okay, let me just do this for right now, and then in a minute or two we should have enough planks coming out to go ahead and finish this. I'm also going to go ahead and pause the recipe for the pipes because we really don't need that many pipes. We have 210 in our storage already, and I don't think we're going to ever run that many piping things. So with the chute in place, we can go ahead and plant down some more of the grain because now we went ahead and increased this to 10 workers so that it's working all the time, and we actually just chewed through all of the grain that we have down. So we need to go ahead and plant some more. So for right now, we're just going to go ahead and do the manual planting. We're going to go ahead and swap over to the farm tiles eventually, but we need to go ahead and plant a pasture to go ahead and start producing the fertilizer before we can even start using those. So we're just going to go ahead and plant these guys down, fill in the area so that we don't have any blank spots. And hopefully by doing this, we're going to have a ton of the grain coming through to go ahead and hopefully meet the demand of our needs right now. So let me go ahead and do that really quick. We can't just drag and drop this, can we? Oh, we can just hold down the button and just plant everywhere, I guess. That works too. There we go. In a few minutes, this will go ahead and get ready to be harvested, and then we'll be able to run the flour grain line for a second, and then it'll run out of food again, and then we'll just have to rinse and repeat that over and over again. No real big issue. We are now, however, meeting the demand, though, for the food, so we at least have 4 items coming through quick enough. Let's also place down a couple more of the wells here. I don't think we need that many more, but a couple should do the trick for the time being. Again, we don't really need them, but we'll just go ahead and do this for the time being just to kind of future-proof our water needs. So what was that? 4 of them we just placed down. I don't know if they automatically connect into the line here or not, but we'll leave them be for right now. If we need them connected, then I'll go back and plug them in, I guess. But I think it might do it automatically. I'm not too sure on that. So for right now, I think I'm actually going to go ahead and place the pasture over here. We're just going to kind of separate the things out. So we're going to place another farm over here to gather up the grain that it needs. So we'll go ahead and plop that in the middle to go ahead and cover as much area with it as we can. We'll just plug it in with the water line that's over there from the houses, and then from here we're going to try and place things outside of the radius of it. So the first pasture can go to the left of it, so let's go here, and I can't see the radius of it, and I can't click back on it. Okay, so let's try there. Is that out of the range? It's 2 tiles out of the range. Okay, let me fix that. I don't really want it that far out. Let's go there, and then we can place the pasture down right over here. Something like that should work, and that's right on the edge. All right, that's perfect. So for right now, we're only going to have one of these pastures down. I don't think I'm going to cram a bunch of recipes into it like I've been doing. For right now, we're just going to have this thing making the leather, and that's it for right now. As we get the other food items, we're going to go ahead and maybe have them separated out. Like the milk and beef can probably be made in the same thing. And then same thing with the chicken and eggs. I guess for right now, this place could double up on the leather and wool because we can ship the wool to the town to go ahead and start producing the red coins for us. And then we can have the leather going to the workshop to start producing the books. So I think we'll do it like that. So we need the animal feed being produced. So we do that by having the grain going into the food mill. So let's have that right over here. I think that's right out of the zone, right? Yes, it is. Sweet. So I messed this up. I need the pasture close to this building, not the farm thing. So that's my bad. I kind of forgot about that. But let's go ahead and have this going there. We can have the little pathway going like that. We can have the grain coming out and going into this building. And that's that automated. And now we need this thing producing the animal feed, which is the only thing it's going to be producing. I don't need this producing the flour to feed the town. I don't need it doing anything else. So that's fine right now. Let's go ahead and remove the pasture for 2 seconds and place that over here by the building instead. So we'll do a 2-space gap from the building just in case we want to go ahead and have a splitter or something feeding more of these pastures here in a second. So let's do the wool and leather, and then we can go ahead and just have a chute plugging into it. We'll do 1 tall because it needs to drop down, I guess, into the building. Maybe not. But that'll go ahead and feed this, and then this will start producing the wool and leather, but first we need to go ahead and plug it into the water, so let's go ahead and do that. So now that should be producing the wool and leather, and it is indeed. It's also producing the fertilizer, so that's great. We need to go ahead and have this come back to the town. Why can't I build any more pathways? What do I need for that? Oh, we need the actual logs itself. Okay, so I don't have any of that coming back to the town. Let me place a dude down to grab some of those and bring them to the main building. And then while that guy's doing that, we can go ahead and set up 3 of these people. So we need one of them taking the wool and dropping it off. Actually, let me set a filter just in case these guys start mixing their stuff up. So he's going to be taking the wool and dropping it off in the red building to generate the red coins. And we're going to have this guy taking the leather. Where's the leather? There we go. And dropping it off at the workshop. That's not the leather I selected. There we go. And dropping it off in the workshop to start making books. And then the last guy is going to be taking the fertilizer for right now and dropping it off in our main building so we can go ahead and start building the farmland with it. And that should be all we have coming out of this building. So now we just need to go ahead and connect everything in with a pathway, which we still don't have enough lumber for, but we can go ahead and run it almost there. All right, and with some of the basics here set up, let's go ahead and research research something else. We only have 200 points, so we can only do either the boat building or the intermediate logistics. And I kind of think the boat building might be more important because that's going to allow us to then research the fishery, which then we can automate the gathering of fish instead of using that little raft that we're using right now. So that might come in handy. We still need the 50 natural books to go ahead and do it, but hopefully by next episode I have enough science points generated to go ahead and research the laboratory. But I think for today, that's going to go ahead and be it for today's episode. I'm going to go ahead and let the game run so we generate some more science points, because that's pretty much our main holdup at the moment. And then next episode we can go ahead and hopefully make a decent stab at completing some of this stuff here. We need some of the tech level stuff, which is pretty simple to go ahead and do. We just didn't really do that today. But by next episode, we should have all of our stuff squared away to go ahead and begin all that process. So for today, that's going to go ahead and be it. So I hope you guys enjoyed as always, and I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching.